Hey guys, today we're going to talk about Stern's latest and greatest pinball addition to the world. It is Jurassic Park. This is not the Data East one. This is not the Sega one. This is the brand new Stern one, and here are my thoughts about it. These are my first impressions. I haven't played the game. I haven't seen any of the software or code or anything like that. So these are just my first impressions as an operator. I just wanted to share them with you. And that's it. So let's get going. They just dropped the bomb on us. There was a leak earlier. And we have Jurassic Park again. Now, in fairness, I am a little biased. One of my favorite games is the original Data East Jurassic Park. And it's going to be hard for them to top that. But it looks like they have a shot. So let's just dive into it here and take a look. There's your standard 3 model system that they always have. There's the Pro, the Premium, and the Limited Edition. And let's just jump into it here. So let's take a look at the Pro. And you can see it. It looks pretty interesting. I did notice that. There isn't a lot of the character assets that you would find in the original. The only character I see on the playfield, maybe I'm mistaken, is Dennis Nidri or whatever his name was. That's it. Dinosaurs. Those are good characters. But so that is kind of maybe possibly a drawback. We'll see. Maybe they don't have likeness rights to all of the actors and things, and that's unfortunate if that's the case. But other than that, it does look very interesting to shoot. There is definitely this ramp here on the right side that kind of goes up and goes around and feeds back to this orbit here, which is kind of different. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I may be mistaken. Then actually, if you shoot around this way, it'll go around the orbit like it was. This ramp up in here is actually kind of raised up a bit, which is I thought was kind of interesting. This is definitely homage to the original layout. If you look at the original layout, we have this upper right flipper here, we have an orbit, we have a ramp, it definitely has the island in the graphics, stuff like that. So one thing you will notice on the original, it has likeness rights to all of the major players in the movie, at least, well, most of them anyway. Oh, no, there's somebody else there. Even if they maybe aren't drawing as good as they would be, it does kind of encompass the the feel. So I mean, it is very interesting. On the from this ramp here to the other side here, we have a ramp on the left, right above this T-Rex that's popping out of the fence right here. And that seems to feed around this area here and come back down. And there's also another over-up ramp right here, and I believe there's one over here. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this for a Pro Edition. And actually, when we review this, the Pro and Premium side by side, it almost looks like there's no differences, but there is. On the left here, in the old game where the pops were, they have like a raptor pit target, and they've moved the pops to the back in a more traditional sense. Another thing they've added is they have this sort of like truck bash toy thing, and it's actually it kind of when the video's watched, if you watch the video on this, it pivots around like this back and forth, and it kind of reminds you of the sign that flips around when he crashes into it, and the arrow spins which way, and it's kind of neat. People were kind of dogging on it because it's not the actual Jeep or Ford Explorer, and I have a feeling there's a licensing issue there as well. If you guys remember, the Jurassic Park arcade machine from Raw Thrills actually has literally no rights to anything except for dinosaurs, I believe, and the name. There's no John Williams score in that. There's no Jeeps. There's just generic vehicles, generic characters. And that video game actually kind of suffers from not having the John Williams theme song. And that's unfortunate for that. And this game does have the theme song, so that is good. That's definitely a bonus. So you can see, let's look at the playfield side by side. Here is the Pro playfield, and you can see, if we go to the LE machine, we'll go back and forth. Pro, LE, Pro, LE. A few things may pop out to you. This thing right here, this helicopter blade actually spins on the LE edition. The pop bumpers actually have amber with little bugs inside of them. They're kind of 3D. And if you look on the Pro, they're flat, just a piece of plastic. You can see that this blade is fixed. Also on the LE, the actual dinosaur head does move, and it does eat the ball. And it kind of throws the ball according to the thing, according to the feature matrix, which I'm not a fan of because that would probably break things. But I've seen another thing in the video where it dropped it on the ramp, and that was kind of cool. It's not as cool. I have to say, it's still not as cool as the original, where the dinosaur has the ball sitting there and the guy's screaming and he's getting eaten and stuff. It's just way more of an effect. But it really is going to depend on how they implement it with the software and stuff. So I'm going to kind of hold off on that. But another thing you'll notice is there's a raptor here, and on this one it's just static. And there's also a gate here that will pop up and give you a captive ball kind of dirty pool situation where you have a ball trapped in there and you can hit it into the target, which I thought was a nice touch. So it doesn't appear to be a lot different between the two, but when you start digging into the different features, there's definitely things on the Premium and LE that are, hopefully worth the money. It's an awful lot of money. As an operator, it sucks that it doesn't eat the ball. It doesn't look like this mech that they put on there is that complicated. But then again, it could be like the Snagger mech. Maybe we should avoid it. But so I'm optimistic. It's the name alone will sell this game. A lot of people are criticizing the artwork, and I can see where they're coming from. If you look at the Pro Edition here, I really don't like. If I can get this thing to give me a cabinet picture, I really don't like the name Jurassic Park the way that's implemented. I kind of like the badge logo thing better, even though this is more like the original. If you look at the original, it is closer to that. But if just looking at this back glass, it encompasses the movie like a movie poster should. It has, a lot of people don't like this art, but this is kind of like what the movie poster would look like. And this new thing, it's a little cartoony. Maybe I can find it on here. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. But some people don't like the art, and it's dinosaurs. I'm really concerned, and I'd be willing to bet that there isn't much actor likeness rights. There probably won't be movie quotes. This may be just kind of a generic branding game where they just throw some Jurassic Park nostalgia stuff at you. I hope there's movie quotes. I hope there's one-liners from the movie, but what I've seen in the trailer is they've kind of animated this with like a cartoon kind of thing. And I know there is a Jurassic Park Netflix cartoon coming out, and I wonder if this actually maybe tied more in with that than the actual movie from the 90s. So it remains to be seen, but here's another look at the Pro. And, they got these dinosaurs coming over. The Pro is pretty packed. It looks packed, full of stuff. It looks, very colorful. It definitely will earn money because it's Jurassic Park. And will people know that it doesn't eat the ball? Probably not. They probably won't care. It remains to be seen if they will, make a home edition of this. That's another question for everybody. But we're going to take a look at the feature matrix here. The limited edition is 500 machines, pretty standard. The LE has, this is, I forgot to mention this was designed by Keith Elwin. This is actually technically his first game that he designed while he was working at Stern. And he seems to have some innovative ideas, and it seems to be paying off for him. So that is a definite bonus. You can see limited edition mirrored back glass, full decal hand-drawn artwork, blah, blah, blah. LE gets art blades, better speaker system, shaker motor, and it's got a green powder coat. And you'll notice here we have animatronic activated moving ball eating throwing T-Rex, and that is only in the Premium and LE, and that's missing, which we covered earlier. But the Pro gets the the molded portion where it's just fixed. Motorized up-down target guarding the Raptor pen, Newton ball, a la Attack from Mars, and then on the premium and LE, that Raptor actually, that physical Raptor toy does move kind of kinetically with the target below it. So the ball hits the target and kind of moves that thing around, which is kind of neat. They got the helicopter blade that spins, which I don't know why that is needed. That is because Dialed In did that. I don't understand. And Bitey Right, or whatever this is, just plastic. It's probably a durable kind of plastic. 4 up posts, and then there's only 3 up posts in the Pro, just so you know. So I don't know exactly where they are. So there's one Pro. Oh, okay, there's one for the Raptor pen. So the Raptor pen doesn't need a close, it doesn't have an up post. So okay, no big deal. I don't see any other. You guys can take a look at this on your own. But there's a lot of stuff here. It's definitely interesting to see how this will do. Don't expect the software to wow you. I really don't. They didn't show much of it in the trailer for the game. So those are my thoughts on this game, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. We will be keeping a close eye on this one and see if it ends up on the route or not. If we need a pin, I don't know. We still might be kind of leaning more towards Deadpool. It looks like that theme maybe was a little implemented better. We'll see how the software turns out on this. But the playfield and the shots are definitely spot on, I believe. It definitely is a hell of a lot better than the Black Knight game they just released. The shots look better than even Deadpool's shots. But it really remains to be seen how good the software is implemented. And we'll have to take a look at that. But it has a good start. So thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. You can also support us on Patreon or TeePublic.